What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cody back with another video. The last video I made was 2 months ago on my turtle tank, my stink pot turtles. I have another animal now joining my bedroom along with my leopard gecko Spot, as well as my 2 stink pots. So I want to talk about the cost of this setup, so that you know ahead if you're considering getting a bearded dragon, you know exactly how much you're going to pay for it and all that information. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, normally I do not support buying from PetSmart, but I did buy him from PetSmart, and the reason I bought him from PetSmart is because the PetSmarts around me do actually care for their animals the correct way. I have seen PetSmarts that do not. The first thing I look at when I go into a PetSmart is how the animals are being housed and stuff like that. The bearded dragons, most PetSmarts will use sand. They do not. They have theirs on ReptiCarpet. They pretty much have all their animals on ReptiCarpet except the snakes, I believe. The snakes are in like aspen and snake bedding and stuff like that. But their lizards, stuff like that, are normally on ReptiCarpet. They have the proper UVB, heat, hides. They're always got vegetables in their tank. You know, they feed them crickets. They do it the right way at the PetSmarts near me. That's in Brandon, Florida. So if you're at the PetSmarts in Brandon, Florida, I will let you know in advance. Now, unfortunately, we don't know what happens at the breeding station. I'm sure it's not this, same case, but at the actual PetSmart itself, they do take care of their animals. I will buy from PetSmart if I see that they're taking good care of their animals. The ones around me give the animals what they need, and I've never had an issue with the PetSmarts around me. Now, when I was in Tennessee and stuff, and some of the things I seen at those PetSmarts, completely different. But here in Florida, they do actually take care of their animals the correct way. I want to talk about the cost of this guy because, everybody's going to sit there, and I'm not even going to really talk about the bearded dragon because if you go to Repticon, maybe like $20. I bought it from PetSmart. He was like $56. He was on sale, okay? But I want to talk about everything else so that you get a basic idea. Your best friend when buying a bearded dragon or any animal of that case, if you're going to go to PetSmart, price match. If you go online to PetSmart.com and it's cheaper, or you go to Chewy.com, Chewy.com was a lifesaver. They will price match that at the register. So these hammocks right here, I have 2 hammocks. Start off with that. 2 hammocks. These hammocks, $12.99. Price match them for $5.99 or $5.49 a piece. So I got 2 of them for cheaper than PetSmart wanted 1 of them. I price matched those on Chewy.com. Food and water bowls did not price match. That was like $10. The little sand decoration there was about $25. This little decoration I had previously, I had a snake. He actually escaped. Really don't want to get into that though. But I had leftover decorations for him basically. So that was $17. That hide right there was about, I'd say, $10 or $11. The ReptiCarpet was $18.99. We had to cut that. Definitely did not fit in here. This is a 50-gallon ReptiCarpet, and this is a 40-gallon breeder, so it did not fit. They don't make ReptiCarpet for 40-gallon breeders at the pet store. I don't know if they do online or not. In the back there, that is a piece of tile. My friend has a bearded dragon, and he does the same thing, I believe, in his tank. Have a little piece of tile in there, and they can go over there and file down their nails by walking on it. So that's just something really nice that you can have there. And the ReptiCarpet actually doesn't fit fully, so that actually covers up that spot, which is perfect. So right now, let's talk about prices so far. Food and water bowl, $10, $24, $17, $10. And then you got your 2 hammocks. I'll pull out my receipts at the end to fully show you guys all the prices. I want you guys to know fully in advance how much it's going to cost you to get a bearded. This tank, $110. If you buy the starter kit, it's going to save you a little bit of money. But the thing is, if you buy the starter kit, what it comes with the lights. It's going to come with no decoration. It's going to come with that thermometer in the back. It's going to come with your food and water bowls. And then that's pretty much it. And it comes with sand, so I would recommend you do not use the sand and you put something like ReptiCarpet down or something that's safer for the bearded dragon because of impaction. You never want to use sand in a bearded dragon tank. Some people do. I highly just recommend you stay away from sand, period. It's not safe. So now moving on to the lights. Those lights were $67. Price matched them on Chewy, $42 for that whole kit. The light bulbs inside, price match them again on Chewy. The heat bulb was at PetSmart for $14.99. Price matched that for $9.99. UVB was about $43. Price matched that baby for about $29. So we're saving money again. We have a little thermometer over here on the basking spot, little probe. His basking spot stays between 105 and 110, roughly around there, which is perfect for them. That was about $10. Other costs. The bearded dragon I paid, like I said, $56 for. And then I want to talk about something that you guys can do. Bearded dragons as babies require more crickets than they do vegetables, but you always want to have some vegetables in the tank. This is a mix I bought at PetSmart, but I'm probably going to actually stay away from this stuff. I really don't like it. I'd rather just actually buy fresh vegetables, cut it up for him, and do it that way. I don't really like the mealworms and stuff being in there. They come with mealworms and crickets already inside. I don't really like that because I would rather him just eat live bugs, not anything dead like that. So I'm probably going to go actually later cut up some vegetables like some carrots, and I'll do research, more research on I've done research on what they can eat, but it's a list, so I want to make sure I'm following the list. So they can't eat every single vegetable and every single fruit, but they can eat quite a bit. So I'm gonna get them some fresh greens and stuff in here later, and probably replace that. Next, I'm gonna go over here. It's cheaper to order crickets online, but mine have not come in yet. So what I have is this little bin from Walmart. It costs you about $8. Pop that open there. We have a little cricket bin. This doesn't have very many in it right now. This has about 50 crickets. He's obviously gonna have to eat some today. And then I ordered about 500 really small crickets online. With shipping and everything, I only paid $20. They should be in the mail by Wednesday. They should be here by Wednesday or Thursday. Overall, what I think so far about him, the dude is ridiculously calm, super interactive with you. Probably one of the best pet lizards. I've wanted one since I was like, ever since I walked into PetSmart and seen these little guys. But obviously, at that young of an age, you do not have the money or the responsibility. You don't have the mindset to get a bearded dragon. One thing I do want to talk about is humidity levels. So, if you can see my gauge, it's at about 50% humidity, which is not good. It's at like 45. The reason is because I have my turtles in this room. I actually ordered a dehumidifier online that should be here between the 24th and the 30th. Unfortunately, I didn't know the humidity was this hot in this room. It explains, it kind of smells musty in here a lot of times, and that's because the humidity is so high. Like yesterday, it got up to 60% humidity, which is crazy. You can have mold and stuff grow at like 65, 70. So I ordered a dehumidifier. We went all around yesterday to Home Depot, Walmart. They didn't have any dehumidifiers. They just had like Home Depot had like monster ones for like basements and like big rooms, but not one for like a little bedroom. So that should be here. That was like $35. That'll help with the humidity, give him a drier climate to live in, which the humidity is not going to hurt him, until the other one gets here. But just the ideal situation for your desert animals is you want that humidity to be really like 20 to 30%. So that's where that needs to be. So we're going to definitely get that down. I'm going to put the dehumidifier over somewhere by his tank, around this area, so that the humidity will go down in this area. Super friendly little bearded dragon. Pick him up. He doesn't move. He'll walk around in your hand, but he doesn't like my leopard gecko is very anxious when you're holding her. She'll run all around, and he really doesn't do that. He stays more calm. I'm going to feed him his first meal of the day, probably in like 30 minutes. So it's very convenient to just go over to the cricket bin, pick up a handful of crickets, throw them in there. Whatever he doesn't eat in 10 to 15 minutes, just remove. I'm thinking about getting him an actual separate bin to eat in. That way I don't have to throw crickets in his tank, and it'd be a lot easier. But for right now, I don't have that, so I just throw it in here, and I just pick the crickets up, whatever he does not eat. It's really cool, man. I enjoy him more than the snake for sure. The snake I'm assuming he's been gone for maybe up to a week now, and I haven't been able to find him. I was actually gonna rehome him, and the day we went to rehome him, he wasn't in his cage. So I used his cage for the bearded dragon. So pretty much everything for the snake though, I could not reuse. Literally almost everything I had to take out except these two little hides and basking platform right here. That's about the only thing I could keep from the snake. Everything else I had to buy completely new. Just to show you guys the cost of what we're working with here. Let's see. Pull out my receipts here. So this is the initial cost at PetSmart, $240.30. And I want you guys to understand this is price matching. So if you did not price match, you were going to pay a lot more than this. On top of this, I already had the tank. That's $115 I did not have to buy on top of this. And then when I went back for some more decoration, I spent about, it was like $50, $34. So, and to buy the crickets online, and then to buy that bin from Walmart, and the cricket food, stuff like that, and the crickets online, that's not included in that price. So be prepared to spend $400, you know, $400, $450. Give yourself some wiggle room there. And maybe you have $500 saved up before you think about going and buying a bearded dragon. They're going to be great pets. The upkeep, if you buy crickets online, maybe, I'd say maybe $40, $50 a month max. I'd say for him, I'm probably going to go through like $40 maybe a month. Not even, because if you buy like 1,000 crickets online, it's like $20 plus your shipping. You can even buy 2,000 crickets online, and that's less than 30. It'd be less than 40 shipping. 2,000 crickets could probably last, you know, could last a month. Right now, they can eat as babies like 50 to 60 a day. I'm sure he's not going to eat that much at his size, but I know he's going to eat quite a bit. So, you know, what I'm going to do is just see how long this 500 lasts, and then I might do. You can do this thing where it'll auto ship your crickets whenever you need them, and then it'll automatically take it out, so you constantly have a supply of crickets come in, which is really, really useful. I have mealworms in the fridge, but it's harder for them to digest. I might give them to him every now and then, but his primary food in terms of bugs is going to be crickets, and as he gets older, I'm probably going to try some superworms as treats, stuff like that. But as a baby, pretty much just crickets, vegetables, that's it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Not going to be able to sex him obviously yet, so going to be quite a while before I have a name for this little guy, but he is adorable. You can house two in the same tank if you want. Males tend to be a little aggressive and territorial, but normally they're fine in pairs of two. The reason I don't have two is because the cost is going to be so much more in terms of food. You're going to have to double your food cost. So that's something I definitely did not want to do, and definitely I would not recommend keeping 2 bearded dragons in a 40-gallon breeder. This is the minimum for a bearded dragon. Eventually, I could always upgrade this tank if I feel like I would want to. It's not necessary, but if you want the best for your animal, it doesn't hurt to give him a bigger enclosure. So that may happen in the future, but this should last him quite a while. He definitely could live in here as an adult. So he's a cute little dude. He will grow super fast. Hopefully he's going to grow super healthy. Another thing, calcium and vitamins. You want to make sure you're dusting your insects with calcium and vitamins. I do have that because I have a leopard gecko, so I already have that, all the calciums and vitamins and stuff. So definitely, it's easier for me because this is my first go around with reptiles. You know, I've had my leopard gecko for almost a year. It's not quite the same, but it has similarities to a leopard gecko in terms of some of the care is similar. You know, in terms of you need hides, heat, stuff like that. So I already pretty much know what I'm doing with him. Done a lot of research. My friend's had a bearded dragon for like the last year and a half, and he knows a lot of information. And I've talked to him, you know. I talked to him about 6 or 7 months ago that I wanted to get one. So this has definitely been a long time coming. I wish I'd have got him instead of the snake in the first place. But really excited to have him in the house. The only issue, like I talked about, is that humidity. But a dehumidifier is coming, and that will go down. And then his cage will be perfect. The temperatures are on point where they need to be. He seems to be happy. I'm in love with this tank. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, hopefully this helps you if you're interested in getting a bearded dragon. I didn't want to lie to you guys and tell you it's cheap, because it's not. Your startup cost is going to be very expensive. So hope you guys did enjoy. Peace out.